First of all, I want to say that I've been fighting tyranny in this country for 10 years, and it's great to see a day like this at last, when we come out in our droves to tell them in there, no! If you all just raise your banners, because I know there's cameras here now, and we want to send a message to Australia, France, Paris, London, Birmingham, everywhere, to say we are sending a very clear message from Dublin as well, and the rest of Ireland, to say you are coming after our children. That will not happen. We will fight you on the schools, we'll fight you on the corners, we'll fight you in the streets, and if necessary, we'll fucking drag you out of there. We know this isn't over, we know they won't stop, and we know this is a growing movement, and we will stand shoulder to shoulder in every county in Ireland to tell them, leave our children alone. Now, people have said to me that we'll get nowhere without violence. That's not true. Look what Gandhi did. All we need to do is stand shoulder to shoulder. And when we get enough, when we stand shoulder to shoulder and we tell them no, then we mean no. That's the answer. Also, folks, people say it's grand coming to protests and listen to people talking, but we need to achieve something. And I agree with that. We do need to achieve something, and we will achieve it, because we have no other choice but to achieve it. The only thing that stands between them and our children is us. Remember that. And whether I have to stand on my own or there's 100,000 standing with me, the answer is still no. So, what a great crowd here today. I know RTE will say it was 200, but we don't care what they say. We have been downbeaten in this country, from Micheál Martin to Bradcar to RTE to Neffet to all these useless clowns, and at last the Irish people have arisen, and we are saying, my body, my choice. Now remember, we keep talking about inalienable rights. That means rights can't be taken away. Yes. But it doesn't mean they can't trample on our rights. And that's why when they trample on one of our rights, they trample on all of our rights. And I was very surprised by Michael Higgins when he signed that bill into law.
No!
us once we join together. And that's why I know we will win this fight against tyranny. As I said, I was disgusted with Michael D. Higgins because all his life he said he was for civil rights. He was in South Africa when apartheid was there, and yet he has stabbed the Irish people in the back. Shame on him! Shame! Shame! Shame on him! Shame! Shame! Shame on him! Shame! Shame! Shame on him! He should be absolutely disgusted. Imagine at the end of next week he will actually go and take his wages. What sort of a man is that would do that to the Irish people? I guess he's like most politicians in here. They talk out both sides of their mouth. Come election time, they'll tell you one thing, but they answer to the global elite. And this is happening all over the world. Why there is so many protests all over cities all over the world, because it's not just our Muppets, it's the Muppets all over the world. Remember that. So the only way we can change this is by standing together. And as I say, remember, winter is coming. There will be another lockdown. You will be banned from coming out and doing this. So we have to come out in numbers when we call it. And we just say, we do not comply. Not comply. Now, RTE have tried to sell this to society by saying, oh, isn't this a great thing? It's to open up indoor dining. That's the greatest load of bullshit I ever heard. This has nothing to do with indoor dining. This has to do with taking away your rights, introducing communism, fascism through the back door. And we will not stand for it. Now, I've met a load of people here and at other protests, and they come from Latvia, Poland, Lithuania, and I want to say to all of you people, thank you also. And the reason I say that is these people come to me and they say, Ben, we're in Ireland over 10 years. My children are Irish. They speak Irish. I'm Irish. I consider this home, and I ain't going back to communism. So we will join forces with our friends abroad, but also with our Polish friends, Latvian friends, Lithuanian friends, and further afield here in this country. And the same message is ringing out all over the world. We do not comply to fascism and leave our children alone. I was interviewed on Midland Radio today, and the DJ said, I'm vaccinated, so it's only right that you, Mr. Gilroy, should be barred from the restaurant. And this is our biggest worry, because, that's going to be our biggest battle, winning over Middle Ireland. So, that's the battle, folks. Once we win Middle Ireland and they realise what's really going on, we will win this war, and it's the same in every other country. And make no mistake, it is war. But to annoy them, It's a war we win by peace. So folks, I know it's been a warm day and you went for a long walk, so I won't be too much longer. I'm just going to wrap it up by saying this. The DJ on the radio said to me this morning that I should have got my vaccine. And I said to him, what difference does it make if you got your vaccine and I sit in the same restaurant? Does your vaccine not work until I get mine? I don't understand the logic. Now, I tried to understand the logic, so what I did was I wore my sun cream today to protect all of you. So that's how it works, right? Finally, he said, if I was a good citizen, I would just take my vaccine and protect others. The amount of people that are dying and having severe reactions to these vaccines, they're not telling us. And they should be dragged before The Hague on crimes against humanity. And I'm telling you folks, if they come for our children, so long as I have a living breath in my body, they will be dragged before The Hague. And if the day is coming, I can tell you I won't be found wanting if we have to pull those gates off that wall. So folks, with that in mind, I know a lot of people are at home watching this, and a lot of people are struggling with mental illness because of the fear from here. So I'm just saying, folks, a message to everybody: we will not be defeated. Make no mistake about that. Talk to you all soon, folks. Bye, bye, bye.